Anyway, into the news. A student practicing extreme yoga has fallen 80 feet from a balcony.
Well, that's what you get, innit?
Downward facing dog.
It's pretty extreme.
Yeah, I mean, extreme yoga. I mean...
Does that mean, like, on the edge of the balcony?
Yeah.
He fell off.
Basically.
Good.
Well, I think it was... it was a balcony on an apartment building or whatever, and she was like... she was sat on it upside down. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I assumed it was a bloke, because I was just like, yeah, it's yoga, but only a bloke would be that fucking stupid.
It was a woman.
But no, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be extreme.
Just, I don't know what I mean, yoga's meant to be quite, it's not meant to be pushed. There's extreme, like, heat yoga.
There's different stuff.
Lots of different.
Hot yoga is just, this defeats the purpose for me. Like, I do.
Hot spin as well now.
Fuck that. I do like a 10, 15 minute yoga thing after a run. It's like to help like hip mobility and all of that stuff, but like there's nothing stressful about it. It's
not pushing yourself.
You still feel a stretch and everything, but I don't know. It's like meditation for your joints.
Yeah, it's meant to be this like slow, deliberate movements that cause the massive amount of muscle movement or whatever. The same as like holding a tennis racket up or holding your arms up.
Oh yeah.
For a while, you go like, well, that's not hard. It's like, yeah, but if you do it for ages,
just keep going.
That's yoga.
Yeah,
that's what yoga is. And yeah, I did hot yoga once. Vomited everywhere.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think there's yoga in many different forms. Just like if you're not in shape, it just becomes like, oh, this is. Your body's releasing so many toxins into you in order to get out of you that you're just like, oh, I'm flooded with a weird curry I had 2 years ago. Yeah, went in and finished though. I was quite proud of that.
You went back?
Oh yeah, in the same class. Like, I went, pardon me for just one moment.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
Went outside.
They stopped the train. They cleared it up.
Apparently they didn't know I vomited, but I vomited loud, and the bathroom was like right next to it. And I was like brand new.
Oh, did you run out and vomit?
I walked out.
Right.
Because it was so hot, I was feeling faint, but I was going to get some air.
Yeah.
Sat down, I was like, oh, no, I'm just going to vomit now. So I went, I'll just go to the bathroom and vomit. And then I came back in and was like, oh, just carry on. And then afterwards, I just vomited out there. Really? Yeah, I feel great.
You always feel good after throwing up.
I love vomiting.
Just a flood of endorphins, just like...
I've always enjoyed it. It's always just been it's something so surreal and weird.
It's the anticipation. I don't like feeling sick, but the actual act of vomiting is fine.
Yeah, I would rather whenever because there's a point I've gotten to now where I know I'm going to eventually vomit, so I'm just like, can you just hurry this up in some way?
Yeah,
I've never been able to make myself vomit. Never really tried, but I think I've tried a few times. I've been like, no, it's not really. So let's wait. But then as soon as my brain realizes that, my subconscious goes, let's get him to vomit. Let's get him to... My subconscious is my friend. Just, tries to get rid of all the toxins. But yeah, hot yoga. It was good. Well, I'd do it again, but it wasn't what I expected. It was just in a hot room, as in a room with all the radiators on.
Right.
Like it was still like it was an old folks' home, I think, but I did it. And it was just like in a classroom. But it's with radiators on. I was expecting like steam and being a proper sauna.
Oh, right. No, they
just radiators
just
on.
Make a hot room.
Yeah.
This is horrific.
Well, this one just, she fell off a balcony, using the guardrail as a prop for extreme poses. But a risky move nearly cost the yogi her life on Saturday afternoon.
She fell 80 floors and she nearly lost her life.
Landed on the pavement in Mexico. She was treated by paramedics with the Red Cross, and then brought to hospital where she underwent 11 hours of surgery. Well, I guess she might have been really relaxed, yoga, when she fell all those stories.
Just tuck and roll.
She was in critical condition on Monday, having suffered fractures to both legs and arms, hip and head.
Christ.
Hips and head. You've only got one hip bone.
Hips.
There's two sides to it, isn't there?
Yeah, they're called your hips, but I think...
There's not like legs where they're not connected directly.
Yeah,
hip bones are connected directly.
Well, it depends what you mean by hips. I think a hip is the joint, whereas the pelvis is the bone. Oh. Maybe.
Scum.
Yeah.
Neighbours claim they saw Terrazas, that's her name, perform the upside down pose over the edge of her terrace. Yeah, we saw her, and we watched her fall, and we don't mind. The Attorney General's office confirmed that the rail was structurally sound and that the woman's slip was an accident. Well, it wasn't the balcony's fault. You fell off your balcony. The balcony didn't collapse or bend or anything. You just decided to fall off your balcony.
Yeah, there's railings there. And if you stay on this side of it...
If you use your noggin,
yeah,
you'll be all right.
You've got a perfectly good empty room there for doing yoga. Just do that. Go on the roof. That's a bit extreme.
Windy. Yeah. Be fine. Do it in the street, in the traffic.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Do it on the edge of a balcony.
just people falling off stuff. It's always funny. Oh, we've got a new segment, especially for today.
Oh. Woman doing some knitting. Mm-hmm. Stab, stab, stab.
Stab, stab, stab. Welcome to Stab, Stab, Stab. A man has shot himself through the head with a spear gun in a diving accident. Stab, stab, stab. A priest has accidentally shot himself in the face. Yeah, what a priest's doing underwater.
Do you have the ceremonial spear gun?
Baptism by spear.
Harpoon.
Yeah, I'm confused that a priest is underwater. I'll be honest. I thought the flood was a bad thing. Like, just going underwater. Oh, look at all these fish.
How can you can't tell who you're baptising if you're all wet?
If everyone's in the water. maybe it is just extreme baptism, extreme yoga.
But it unlocks your priestly powers because if everyone's in the water, you can do like mass baptism. Like that whale's a Catholic. That whale's a Catholic.
And that one's going to hell because it's envious of that starfish.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. He shot himself in the face with a spear gun while he was scuba diving. God, why are you using man science?
Do you think it's loaded?
Well, it's quite funny. It's a 3-foot dart impaled his head. His escape was called a miracle. No, he's fine.
What?
This is the thing. He was spearfishing in the sea off Scottburgh Beach in Durban on Saturday. I put my gun down while I was trying to get some sinkers out of the rocks. I'm assuming sinkers are a fish or something that's in these rocks. The 48-year-old father had told the country's Sunday Tribune newspaper from his hospital bed. A big wave came, and with that wave in action, I tried to remove the gun. So he put the gun down to move some rocks.
Yeah.
A big wave came, so he went, I better move my spear gun.
Yeah.
Picks it up. This goes straight through his face. The arrow smashed through his right cheek, out in front of his left ear, but missed his brain and eyes.
Christ.
So what, right cheek came out of his left ear?
Below his left ear? Or?
Yeah, I guess so.
So just...
in front of his left ear. So there, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it went...
Jesus Christ. You know what?
There is a God.
Woman falling off a building 80 floors after doing stupid yoga, doesn't die. Guy shoots himself through the face with a spear, doesn't die. Yeah. Steve Owen.
Yeah.
Just knocking about with stingrays.
Yeah. Through his heart or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. What? This is unfair.
What, the
These
women and
people
priests
should have died.
keep living? Die! It's called stab, stab, stab.
It's a miracle. It's not a miracle. You're now a bad example of how to be a person.
Well, this is the part that I like about it. The priest said, after it happened, when I tried to move my head, I couldn't. And I realised it's because there was a spear in my face. I managed to stand up, and I just thought, let me stay awake. I screamed for people to help me while I walked back towards the shore. So there's some people on the shore enjoying a picnic. Right? And then suddenly out of the water comes a screaming priest. Just to dart through his face. What's happening to Father David?
Fucking...
come from the sea.
His collar's all covered in blood.
He's still holding babies.
Yeah, there's a little fish on the end of it, smacking him in the face.
He ain't caught one. He was able to make it to dry land where lifeguards treated him. Lifeguards? He's got it's just a spear through the face.
Yeah, standard lifeguard procedure.
Yeah, just CPR.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I don't know. It's all I can do. While a fisherman shortened the embedded projectile with an angle grinder.
Oh, God.
But I think that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You haven't got much choice. The harpoon's going to have a sharp end, an arrowhead end. You have to cut that off.
Yeah, just...
But you kind of go
you can't
do you have to do it right now?
Yeah, you can't get in the car with a 3-foot arrow in your face. Can't fit through the door.
I didn't think how big 3 foot was.
It's a meter. Like, that's big.
Yeah, 3 foot dart. I had to double check. Like half the height of a person.
I like that he was just like, and then I realised there was a dart in my face. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd understand that immediately.
Well, I don't know, there'd be a moment where you'd be trying to process what the fuck.
No, that didn't happen.
I'm tired now. Doctors were able to remove the spear after he was airlifted to hospital. He added that he had no plans to quit spearfishing and was already planning his next trip. Yeah, it wasn't the fish's fault or the sea's fault. You shot yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not afraid of spearfishing. You shouldn't be. You should be afraid of you.
To be fair to him, this one seemed more like an accident than the yoga one.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because even though it was entirely his responsibility, it was more like at least he had a purpose to what he was doing.
Yeah.
And this person doing extreme yoga... I mean, extreme yoga, right? You go you could have achieved the same amount of yoga if the balcony was inside the building.
Yeah.
You're just doing it for an additional thrill.
I bet she recorded it. I bet she did.
Yeah.
Because people do these things in order to show other people. Like, oh, look what I could do.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Oh, right.
It comes up a little later. In other news, stab news, Jamie Quinnen of Louth, Lincolnshire, was mid-jump on a trampoline when... The wording's weird, right? But he's on the trampoline. Mid-jump, one of the coils on the trampoline snaps off the base, flings up, and stabs him in the back. Impales him in the back.
Oh.
Just like, boing, no. Yeah, catapulted into his back. It was travelling so fast, an estimated 70 miles an hour.
Oh.
It remained embedded in his body until specialist doctors could remove it.
Christ.
Imagine being killed by a trampoline.
Yeah, and not because you fell off it.
No, you were just trampolining, and the trampoline said no.
Yeah, no, he suffered a misfire on a trampoline.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. He said his father said if it had hit elsewhere on Jamie's body, in his head or throat, for example, we might have lost him. Might have. No, yeah. You would have lost him.
Well, no, to be fair, this guy put a metre-long dart through his face.
If it went through the centre of the front of his face, he might have been okay. Christ. The doctors said they'd never heard of something like this happening with a trampoline. It's climate change. If anything's climate change, trampolines killing people is climate change.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like the spring is in my back. So it's been removed, but he still feels this trampoline. The spirit of this bounce back trampoline.
It's an emotional moment when you bond with a trampoline for the first time.
But I'm getting a lot better and stronger now. I feel relieved that it wasn't worse. Yeah, sure. I mean, stab.
Yeah. Christ.
Something to be fucking done.